Thanks for coming and welcome to our guests. How has your approach to voice acting evolved over the years?
Trying to think.
I just think experience kind of speaks for it all. Like the more experience you get, the process is kind of just always evolving. So
like the more you've lived, the more tools you have in your toolbox, the more experiences you can draw from, and I think that is essential for an actor.
Are there other creative endeavors you're involved in besides voice acting?
Yeah, I mean, I was writing for animation for a long time, actively like pitching shows to Disney and Cartoon Network when it existed. Things like that. I do on-camera stuff, and then I mean, I don't know if many people would consider martial arts creative, but for me, it's a very like creative, safe space. So yeah, I train martial arts stuff regularly, and yeah, kind of everything I do is sort of like art and creative related. Yeah.
It says, what's one misconception people have about voice acting?
That's easy.
I think like that.
I thought we wear our pajamas to work.
Sometimes we wear pajamas to work.
I've never worn my pajamas to work.
Really?
Yeah, no, I get ready for work.
Even when you're just recording from home? You don't wear pajamas to record at home? I'm always in my pajamas when I record at home. Yes!
No, I'm not. I like to get dressed. I like to feel like I'm like...
Do you put on a three-piece suit and like...
I don't get... Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
thank you.
Thank you. For this interview.
For this interview.
I only wear three-piece suits when I record. Yeah.
Yeah.
Supplied by the studio, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God, it's in all my contracts. Must fit me for a suit before work.
Dang.
Yeah.
I gotta work on my writers.
You should. Yeah. Yeah. If only your agent was here.
We have the same agent.
Yeah. And he's here. Yeah.
Do you voice any character from a different show or franchise? What would it be and why?
Ooh, I would love to do like a Ninja Turtle or maybe a legacy character, which at this point the Turtles are kind of a legacy character.
Yeah.
Like a Looney Tune, like Daffy Duck or something would be really fun. If we're talking anime, I was a villain in season 5 of My Hero, and it makes me so sad because I love My Hero Academia and I want to be a hero.
I wanted to be a hero.
Yeah, so like give me another chance. Maybe in like My Hero Vigilantes I can voice a character, or like, you know, towards the end of the My Hero I can voice somebody. But yeah, that's my answer.
Are there any memorable scenes? I know, like, can you think of one memorable scene from a project you've worked on in the past?
Then there's so many.
Either behind the microphone or on the screen.
There's so many memorable scenes just from JJK alone. Like we could talk for hours on that.
Yeah, I think we're both really lucky to be in a show like JJK, where so much of it is a faithful adaptation of the manga,
but also like does a little bit of like adding to it instead of departing from it. Yeah.
But also like is just such a good story. It's just such a good story. All the characters are good. There's not a character in the show that is like frivolous or, you know, someone that people are like, this person's horrible. I mean, other than like Mahito, who is, but he's supposed to be
literal garbage. Yeah.
So yeah, it's made for some really memorable moments. The Yuji Nobara moment at the end of season 1, Anna and I talk about.
Oh yeah, fighting against the 2 Curse Moon brothers. Yeah.
That was really memorable for me. I love all the stuff with Yuji and Toto throughout season 1, and then also leading into season 2. The IMU scene at the end of season 2 was also like pretty epic.
I love like the fight between Nobara and Momo. I love that exchange that they have about like what is their role in Jujutsu society as women? Like, what does it mean to be a woman? And Nobara's like, I don't care. I just want to be me. Just let me be me. Yeah. And I think that's so powerful. I mean, also like her getting one in on Mahito was great, and I'll always cherish that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'll ask if either of you have any projects coming out or coming up that you could discuss or that you're excited about?
Oh, has anything been announced?
I know it's always hard to know.
I know.
I know for sure I can talk about Kaiju number 8.
Oh yeah.
Kaiju number 8 is currently airing on Crunchyroll, and as well as X. It's Crunchyroll is doing a really cool thing this season where the English and the Japanese are dropping at the exact same time on Crunchyroll.
That's cool.
And also at the exact same time that the Japanese episode is airing in Japan, it's airing at the exact same time on X on the Kaiju number 8 Twitter page. So it's been a kind of a really cool thing, proving that we can have our dubs and our subs at the same exact time. But yeah, new episodes of Kaiju Number 8 every Saturday. And yeah, I think episode 6 aired today. So
You gotta catch up.
I know you got to catch up. It's really fun. It's been
It's so good, and you're so good in it as Ichikawa.
It's fun. Yeah, he's definitely like a blend between Itadori and Chifuyu.
Yeah.
He's a little bit moody, but he's still like another like
Good boy.
good boy.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
I think Undead Unluck has one final episode, and the dub drops on Wednesday?
22nd? Wait, Tuesday.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like somewhere in the middle of the week. But yeah, we'll get to round out this arc with our beloved Unknown. It's been a pleasure voicing him. Just honestly, what a great character.
Absolutely. How are you prepared differently for a stage role as opposed to voice acting?
Well, for a stage role, you have the entire story all at once. You have the entire script all at once, and you have more time. You know what I mean? Like, you can read the script days before your first rehearsal. You actually have rehearsals.
Yeah.
You actually have, like, rehearsals a couple nights a week, maybe every day for all you know, depending on the production. And then you will perform that same script multiple times over the course of a month, 2 months, 3 months, however long that run is. For voice acting, you literally walk in the door and maybe you got the script the night before, maybe, but you're probably seeing it for the first time, and you're only going to do it like maybe 2, maybe 3 takes, and then that's it, and you'll never do it again.
Mm-hmm. Like until people ask you on
panels to do it.
To say that one line over and over.
Yeah.
Well, and don't forget you have to be off book. So that's the other thing.
Oh, that's right. You have to be off book. Memorization.
Memorizing lines and all that stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, becoming a voice actor has made me worse at memorization.
It's tough. It is tough.
Why do you think fans connect with your most famous roles?
I think it's because they see parts of themselves in those characters. I think generally what makes you respond to a character or a performance is because something in that performance helps you recall something in yourself or in your life, and that you can draw upon. It's like how we as humans, like, we're always looking for connections. We're always looking to draw parallels, connect the dots. And when you see something that feels like you want to grab onto that. People come to my table and, they say like, oh, I kin this character, or like, she's my comfort character. And like, how I like understand that, in my mind, is that it's that resonation that's happening. Like, they're resonating with that character because something that I did in my performance, like, was familiar to them, and I appreciate that being seen.
Yeah, I definitely think it's relatability. Like, basically, yeah, exactly what Anne's saying. Relatability, seeing yourself in that character, or it being like, we all know anime deals with like life issues. Like, there are very much many topics in anime that are relatable to our regular lives, and yeah, I think relatability is it.
What advice could you give to an aspiring actor pursuing diverse roles?
Listen, the industry right now is at a place where they want to tick, honestly, they want to tick boxes off on a list, and that's okay. This is like growing pains, in trying to figure out like what it means to truly like embrace the diversity of their the acting pool. So I find myself sometimes like I see roles that are like, oh, they're Asian, and they're like, oh, must be this ethnicity, but then the role has really nothing to do with the ethnicity. So I feel like that's just them saying like, well, I needed to fill a diversity quota or something in there, and that's okay. Like, this is just where it is right now, and it could be better. Like, listen, I also go out for roles that aren't specifically listed as any specific race. I go out and I book roles that are for white women. You know what I mean? Like, that's okay. I think that's great. I think we should be able to be doing that. I think I think that we reach true equity when we're all allowed to be able to audition for all the things, you know. And it's gonna be a while before we get there.
The way I'm understanding or interpreting the question is if you're looking for like a diverse career, meaning like doing different aspects of VO or like different kinds of characters, like if you're looking to really like push yourself to have a character that's like a big gruff guy or like a small kid or like a different genre, Western animation, dubbing, whatever it may be, like if you're looking to diversify your career, my advice would be pursue that, but also being typecast is a great problem to have because it means you're being cast, and that means you have gainful employment.
Yeah.
And part of being an artist is making sure that you can put food on your plate and pay your rent. So that's not a bad thing. But always, it's good to stretch yourself and try and become a better actor and do different types of VO and different characters and stuff like that. So, yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with being an artist who is very, very proficient in one thing.
Yeah, totally. Many people have great careers doing that.